Yahushai our power as he hath commanded us.
Exactly. It's something that we have to do. He commanded us. The duties of men, man. You know? But how you gonna? Yeah. How you gonna be? Oh yeah, you know I'm righteous though, but eating fucking swine or looking at some other man's woman and shit though, man. When you go to church and you think you good though, because you're just in that fucking place. Oh, I go to church though. So what? What's the whole point of going to church though? Right? You don't teach shit, man. You don't teach shit. Which can you get Micah 3 and 1 and 2 about the shit?
Matthew 18 and 10. Take heed that ye despise not one of these little ones. For I say unto you, that in heaven their angels always behold the face of my Father which is in heaven.
God, you offend one of the little ones, as in he's gonna like you have a son or daughter, right? If someone tries to come around them and shit, try to do evil to them though, you're gonna fuck that person up though, man. That's my little one though. So you doing this work though, you're a little one to how about Shai? You offend us, you offend the Most High though. You know? That's why what it says too, right? It's better for you to get a millstone around your neck and throw yourself in the fucking water to offend one of us and try to do some harm to us though, man. You know?
That's the biggest flex. You see these guys with nice cars and go over there. This is the biggest flex. We're basically telling the powers that are in control of the whole fucking planet, you're the fucking problem.
Yeah.
You're the problem. And then our master says, look, they ain't gonna touch you. Leave me.
Yeah. They can come fucking 50 feet, man, with guns and shit, pointing at us and shit. Guess what? The Most High will deliver us from that.
That's right.
You know? We ain't scared, man. We ain't scared. Esau, definitely Esau. Especially if you take away their guns and shit. Oh, they're bitches, man. Trust me, man. I know this shit. Man, I remember I was going to, when I was living in Oregon, I was going to high school out there. There's Edomite called a girl that I know, called her a spick, you know? I was like 14, 15. So at the time, you know, I felt offended. So I was with my friend in the hallway, and then he's like, oh, that's the motherfucker that called our homegirl a spick and shit. So then, the reason why he did that is because he was with his friends and shit. So when we caught him by himself, he was all scared, like, oh man, I'm gonna say it again, man. And he brought his iPod, this back then with iPods. Oh man, you can have this, man. I just don't want no problems. And I thought about I was gonna take it, but my friend was like, nah, it ain't about that, you know? But I was like, yeah, you know, it's the principle. But you see, man, these motherfuckers are like the big bullies and shit. When they're with their friends and have their guns, man, they think they're all the shit. But without that, man, they ain't shit, man. Just think about it like it is like that. I ain't even think about it, you know? So you offend one of us though, man. Guess what? Yahweh Shema Shai is gonna defend Esau against us, you know?
He's gonna defend us in such a way that you're gonna be like, wow. You're gonna be like, wow. People be flying out of cars. Fly out of cars, man.
It's true though, man. It's true. Man, just yesterday, a girl actually, speaking of a girl I went to school with too, she got shot twice in her fucking chest by her boyfriend that is a fucking cop. Straight. And they said, he tried to say it was an accident. But two slugs, yeah, in the fucking chest.
That's not an accident.
But see, the thing about it is, his other cop buddy was with them, so he's trying to back him up saying, oh, it was an accident. But in reality, it wasn't an accident.
Snakes.
Yep, so the family of that girl, her name, you can Google this shit, but it's not going to be a big ass article. This happened a couple days ago. Her name is Lorena Suarez. Anyways, her boyfriend's cop though shot him twice in the fucking chest though, man. And they're trying to back it up, kind of like that case with that girl Vanessa in Texas. Yeah, her. But if the family would have not spoken about it, no one would have heard about it. You know? So that girl Lorena's family's trying to speak up on it too. Because I Googled it, it's a little article and shit, like it's probably like 3 cents, that's it. Baca's not on the news and shit, because he's fucking, police, man.
They didn't get protected either because they're not what we're doing. They're not what we look at. And even let's say, well, let me just tell you about this guy. This article of Black Jesus. So they found this guy in Africa, and he was basically saying what we're saying, 1960s, 1970s, and they took him and they killed him. They cut him up, and then he came back, and then they fucking did that like 100 times. And then one day they invited him into a jet, took him up to the jet, chopped him up into 1 million pieces, froze those pieces, burned those pieces, and then he still came back and he said, there's gonna be 144,000 of us, and you ain't gonna do nothing like that to them. So we're gonna be protected on the level where, know, I might think that I have a bad attitude, but I'll pick that tree up and just fucking home runs all day on foods like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Home runs, baby. Like I'm gonna be like, bam.
Yeah. Because he said there will be more of us coming.
Yeah.
More likely coming.
But he also said they're not gonna be in the same attitude as me. Yeah, that's what he said. They're not. He met him. So, but my point is, Yahweh Shai protecting us. So you can get shot, but then guess what? Those bullets, it's gonna look nasty and everything, but you're not gonna die. You're gonna be like, how the fuck? You're gonna be standing beside themselves, wondering how come this guy ain't dying.
Yeah. And Esau's been going crazy with the gun and shit, you know?
That's what they did to that angel. Chopped him up into a million pieces, and he still came back.
Told us there'd be more like me coming. Oh, can you get that, priest? The one I said?
Micah 3, verses 1 and 2. And I said, here I pray you, O heads of Jacob, and ye princes of the house of Israel, is it not for you to know judgment, who hate the good and love the evil, who pluck off their skin from them, and their flesh from off their bones?
God. And that's these fucking Christian pastors, all these people. They're saying you're not Israelites, so they're plucking all that skin. Which, when going back to the book of Ezekiel, 37th chapter, you know, when you hear about the truth, though, you start getting back to life, though.
Then you start building up.
Yep. So, you know, these are these pastors, wicked pastors, that saying you're not Israelite, though. But here you are trying to give you water and telling you, guess what? So your body can go back to life, though, telling you you are an Israelite, though, and you got to do the work, you know. So that's what it's talking about, man. I think it even says that put the skins in the pot and call it prone, and you know, that's just fucking telling you, hey, stay away from us, though, you know. These fucking pastors and Muslims.
Let me get the next one. Micah 3 and 3. Who also eat the flesh of my people and flay their skin from off them, and they break their bones and chop them in pieces as for a pot and as flesh within the hull.
Yeah, exactly.
It's about that angel I told you.
Yeah, exactly. But guess what, though? Hey, it's gonna come, man. That day's gonna come, though, man. You know, 2/3 gotta die, though. But guess what, man? That was just one, right? One. Imagine 144,000, though, with that ability, though. That's the problem, though. That's a big time problem.
It's a big time problem when your 50 caliber guns, bullets are gonna be bouncing off us.
That's why Esau don't want you to know who you are, though, man. You know? So, is it hard to be the apple of his eye, Yahweh Shema Shai? Hey, we're going to go through tribulations, though, but as long as we have him, Yahweh Shema Shai, Salakia, we'll be good, though, man.
It's gonna be worth it, right? It's gonna be worth it.
Yeah. Can you get Zechariah chapter 2, verse 8, and can you get Amos 3? Because, like I said, if you do the work, man, we're alive, man. We're actually living, though. Nothing. So, you know, this world, man, has disappointed me, though. This world has disappointed me, though. I never called shit, man. Shit, yeah, I had, you know, because, you know, some guys be like, well, I had kids, now I got a place, though. Yeah, I got that shit too, but I don't feel accomplished, man. I feel accomplished when you know, Yahweh Shema Shai comes. It's gonna be an accomplished day there, you know. It's gonna be some destruction, you know. Lord will, we're part of the 144. That's gonna be an accomplished day, though, man. Can you get down, bro?
Zechariah 2 and 8. For thus said Yahweh Shema Shai of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you. For he hath toucheth the apple of his eye.
Yeah. Remember, we're spread out these different nations, though, man. Someone fucks with us, though, it's like messing with Yahweh Shema Shai. So therefore, something's gonna happen to your ass. I just read yesterday some fucking Mel lady got mauled by 5 dogs, killed her ass, you know. But guess what? That bitch was probably back in the 30s or 1800s and shit, sicking dogs to Jake and shit. Right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, though? So guess what? She came back in reincarnation. She was 61 years old, and boom, she got it. You know, who perished to die innocent? Nobody, man. That's why we're out here, because we don't know what the hell we did in our reincarnation, though, man.
This is like saying we're sorry every time, every week, every day.
Exactly, though, man. Because we don't know how many times we came into the world, man. We don't even know. But we're trying to be, out here doing the will of Yahweh Shema Shai, though, man. We love doing this, though. If we didn't love doing this, though, shit. That's why we gotta be the apple in Yahweh Shai's eye, though.
The apple goes to the pupil,
Yeah.
because the pupil is precious. You know, you need your sight.
Yeah, kind of when, you know, when fools, you see in cartoons, movies, fools fall in love and people turn into a heart.
Yeah.
And then that shows, you know, the dramatic ways as, oh, he's in love with that person and shit, you know? But that pupil, yeah, like his brother said, is real important, man.
That's why people can't look at us in the eye, because the pupil is a window to the soul.
You know, you bullshit, you know?
Like people look and then I look at them and I might look away, but I see all I need to see. You know, I don't need to have no staring competition. And then I'll look back at them, and then they'll look away. And it's like the second time you look, it's like more fire in your eye. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, that's how it really is, though, man. Especially these fucking gangs, man, they be doing that shit, man. It's like, motherfucker, you don't even know what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't even fucking know, man. You know, these jakes, man, nowadays, these youngsters, man, they've been doing a lot of chaos and shit, though. Especially over there in Bronx and New York, man. Attacking the elderly and shit like that, man. These jakes are going out of control. That's why when Esau pulls up on you motherfuckers and shoot you guys up, do you feel bad? No. Now here comes fucking BLM, whatever. Oh, he was black and he got killed by a fucking Edomite cow. Justice. But this motherfucker over here, snatching grandma's fucking purses and shit, being wicked, doing the opposite of Yahweh Shai said to do. So that was his punishment.
Yeah.
Judgment. You know?
And remember, even though you think you're hitting somebody's white grandmas have black grandkids, Mexican grandkids.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's not what you think anymore.
Like in that movie, was it Friday After Next? When that guy was talking reckless, what's his name? The cousin Dede was talking reckless to the old Jake ladies and shit, and then they told their grandsons and they came try to beat up the Craig and that, you know?
Yeah.
He's like, hey, you fucking old bitches over here selling pussy, like some shit like that, you know? And they're like, what? You know? But it goes to show, man, you gotta watch who you're talking to, man, and looking at, you know? You be like, you know, can you get down, Bob?
Amos 3 and 2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth, therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
Family. We're his family, though, you know? So therefore, we're gonna go twice. He's gonna go twice as hard, though. You know? He calls us family, though, man. What is family? Relative, you know? Kinsfolk, you know?
Yeah.
So he called us that, though, man. And we are that, though. So therefore, you're not listening to us. To me, you're gonna go hard, man. I'm gonna go hard on your ass, though.
What happened to Fredo? In that movie, Michael had to kill him.
Oh, the Godfather?
Yeah. What happened to Fredo's ass?
See?
You never go against the family.
And those are like Jakes, too, man. Those mafia ties. Like Jakes, man. You know?
They
talk shit. Yeah, they talk shit like Jake.
They got the order like
Yeah. So that's Jake right there, you know? Get a 2 Samuel 22, verse 25 to 26. This will be the last one, though. But you see, apple in the eye to Yahweh Shemel Shai. That's what we need, though, man. You mess with one of us, though, good luck, man. And we're not being boastful about it, though, man. We're just trying to tell you, though, man. Hey, man, don't take this word for granted, though. Like that so-called brother, though, man.
But it's so offensive to these people when you say, you know, the Lord's protecting you, you better be careful how you treat me. They'll be like, who the fuck do you think you are? And the answer is, no, who the fuck do you think you are?
Yeah. That's how Jake, though, man. That's why they stiff-neck people, man. Who the fuck do you think you're talking to, man? It's because they're either bigger than you or like they have a nice car,
or
like
they
that.
have a position higher than you.
Yeah.
Like that fucking white man that said that shit to me before he drank his coffee. I seen him hard swallow. You know how when you have that fucking knot in your throat?
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck you want to know for? And I stood up straight and he was like, nope. And then he drank his coffee. And I was like, just give me my fucking receipt. You know, I wasn't ready to have a conversation with that person.
Yeah, that person. Yes.
Luke 15 and 31, and he said unto him, Son, thou art ever with me, and all that I have is thine.
Exactly. So we gotta do the work, though, man. We gotta do the work, though. We're actually out here caring for our people, man. We're trying to wake our people up, though. But you know, it is what it is, man. We're working our salvation, each of us, though, man. You know, because the day is coming, man. You see everything that's going down, man. You see all this shit that's going down. You're telling me, hey, nothing suspicious about it? Okay.
Very suspicious.
Even a blind man can see what's going on, man.
But the best part about it is, I mean, it's gonna sound fucked up, but a lot, like, if there's 7.5 billion people, 7 billion people are gonna have to die. And the elect will be there, and we're gonna catch some slaves. It's gonna be different. I can tell you that much. And you're not gonna be worried about the same shit you worry about. You're not gonna worry about waking up on time. You're gonna wake up on your time.
We'll get to that.
2 Samuel chapter 22, verses 25 and 26. Therefore Yahweh Shem Yahushai hath recompensed me according to my righteousness, according to my cleanliness in his eyesight.
Exactly.
With the merciful thou wilt shew thyself merciful, and with the upright man thou wilt show thyself upright.
Exactly. We're trying to be, when it coming though, we're trying to be with no blemish though, man. We're trying to be good in sight, you know? We walk through faith, not through sight. It tells you in the book of Corinthians, you know? So we believe Yahweh Shema Shai is gonna come though, man. So we want, you know, what to say, we don't get caught with our pants down, you know? We want to be that when it comes to, we want to be doing this right here, exactly this right here, you know. So, you know, like I said, the apple in his eye, us, man, doing the work, listening to, you know. So that was the end of my lesson.
So with that, I want to talk about the heavens because in the Bible it describes not only one heaven but heavens with an S, you know, and the Bible describes three heavens. So we get Revelation 15 and 1.
This is Revelation 15 and 1. And I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues, for in them is filled up the wrath of Yahweh.
So this is John the Revelator, and he's seeing a vision of the angels. He's seeing 7 angels having 7. It says the 7 last plagues, and some of those plagues are the last plagues that we're seeing right now on the earth. You know, because all the prophecies are coming true right now.
You said it right. They're coming in true.
Fresh too.
So you know that this is talking about now. You know, the last plagues, because Tahar said saying that it's speeding up. You know.
Yeah. When we all can see it.
Yeah. The mark of the beast.
It's around the corner. It's around the corner. Just look at the cars. They're gonna make V8 extinct, and then the electric cars are gonna start coming up.
Tesla, I see fucking Phil Wheaton might go with you open that shit up. Dory,
So we're gonna see in 2023 it's gonna be a big year.
Big.
Prophetic.
It could happen real fast because the Bible says things are gonna happen real fast. So get the next verse.
Revelation 15 and 2. And I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of Yahweh.
So right here, John saying that he was standing on what's called a sea of glass. Now, first, when you look at the sea, it's all the way until the eye can see. You know, you can't see. You can see the sea all the way until it goes no more.
So your eye can't see it no more.
Right, so it's big, and then the glass represents that you can see through it. It's called the ozone layer. That's why they call it the ozone layer, because it's an invisible layer on top of the earth. All around the earth, it's the ozone layer.
I remember when you watch Predator and he has that shield, visibility shield, it looks like glass, right? It looks like glass.
Yeah, they got force fields that look like glass.
And it's moving too.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah,
what shooting
yeah.
at.
The big force field. Yeah, it's glass.
But there's some Israelites who say that we're inside of a glass dome, you know, kind of like, you know, like that Christmas globe that you see.
That you shake.
Yeah, they say we're inside of one of those. And that there's a window blocking.
Like Spaceballs? Like the fucking Spaceballs? Okay.
Yeah. And every time the rain comes, it opens and closes.
Also, it opens and they can break up.
But that's Jake. Jake wants to be so fucking deep.
Too deep. You know, just.
Lost in the sauce, what he is.
You said an Israelite said it?
Yeah, there's some Israelites who believe that the earth is flat and that we're inside of a dome. You know?
Yeah, they had that problem in our camp very early on. This one guy didn't want to leave that alone.
But we're going to get it in Genesis 1 and 7 and let you know.
Genesis 1 and 7. And Elohim made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament, and it was so.
So, Yahweh Shema Shai, he made the firmament. And there's waters above the firmament, there's waters above the firmament, and there's waters below the firmament.
They said it divided them, so it can't
Yep.
be the same family.
So the waters below is the sea and all the water on the earth.
Yeah.
The waters above is the rain.
Right? And don't be no dummy and say you can't divide waters. Well, if you go to where the Atlantic Ocean meets the Pacific Ocean, there's two different fucking colors of water, two different bodies of water. And there's a line.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Even when you go into the Amazon, into the Atlantic, or you know,
It's kind of like a mirror. You know, it's just like a mirror. You know, there's waters above, waters below.
that's right.
And in between is the ozone layer.
That's what's keeping us from being able to breathe this air though. Because you go past that, the air's thinner though.
All
So
of
it's gonna be
it
hard
is.
for you to breathe. Your legs are gonna explode. You know?
That's why we're inside the ozone layer, which is the first heaven. Inside the ozone layer. But once you go past towards the sun, the moon, the stars, that second heaven, which is Deuteronomy 4 and 19. And us humans can't go to the second heaven, you know. Yeah, Deuteronomy 4 and 19.
We can't even go underwater.
Not even past 3 minutes or 5 minutes. I mean, there's people that killed them, but Deuteronomy 4:19. Lest thou lift up the eyes into heaven, and thou seest the sun and the moon and the stars, even as hosts of heaven. Shall thou be driven to worship them and serve them, which the Most High thy power hath divided into all nations under the whole heaven.
So that's the second heaven, and we know we can't go past that because there's a thing called the Van Allen belts, you know, and they say that it's too dangerous for a human to go past that. You could only survive a certain amount of time.
Radiation.
Well,
Man, there's asteroids all over that motherfucker.
and just a picture, first,
Yeah.
second, third heaven. This is just a picture of the three heavens.
Like 3 heavens, but he
The
don't have
earth,
enough
the space, and then the spiritual realm.
But that man, these guys are idiots.
How can you have 3 meals, but you can't believe that there's 3 heavens?
Goes to show, man, unstudied.
So they didn't go to the moon. You know, they faked it.
The moon is so shiny, like that shit will burn. Come on, man.
And the stuff that they use, the materials that they use are from Earth.
Oh, fucking criminal food.
You can't, it's like, yeah, it's like, look at the cars, our cars. You're that, it's not gonna protect you from radiation. Meteor will burst right through that motherfucker.
So we go back to Revelation 15 and 2.
See, Revelation 15 and 2. And I saw as the
Salakia. John and 14. John 14. John 14 and 2. I forgot to go into the third heaven.
Oh, yeah, it is.
You said Job?
No.
Oh, Job.
This is John 14 and 2. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you.
So when Yahushua died, he left us, right? And when he left us, he left to his Father. And when he left, he said he went to go prepare a place for us. So if he left us, where's he at? You know, he didn't go prepare a place for us somewhere on earth. He's in the spiritual realm. You know, he's in the third heaven. And he prepared a place for us so that we can go with him, because in the where Yahushua is at, there's many mansions, which means there's many universes. You know?
I'm trying to say that in Doug Mansion, where the thugs go. That's literal. That's Jake literal.
Well, that's the smartest nigga on earth, I understand.
So the Jake still, that was the smartest one, but I mean, he was literal.
Yeah. There ain't gonna be no Dougs in heaven, you know?
Because Doug is really a demon.
I gotta fix something. Isaiah 55 and 9, right? Whereas the heavens, right, as heavens are higher than the earth, though. So are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts? So if it's heavens higher than the earth, though, so it goes to show there's more than one.
Yep.
Think about it.
It keeps going up. You know, the heavens, it keeps going up.
Yeah, because it would have been like the heaven, the spiritual realm. So why does it say above? It would have said down, but it said up the earth, though. So
And you can't really have a conversation with any Christians. Because they'll end up in the cuckoo bin in the loony house with that fucking jacket, tie their hands around. You guys won't be able to digest it.
Like that one guy, Apostle Tahar and Kabar were going at a guy for 3 hours.
I heard it. But see,
oh yeah.
what does that mean to me? Like Negro?
Yeah.
That's what you think. That's what
He
you
just
think.
kept saying the same thing, you know. It's just going in circles.
It's like a dog chasing his tail.
Kabar said he left the same way he came up.
It was better for him just to walk by. 3 hours though. Jake, it was just an example. Like Jake could not get it. He's all trying to use his, his words though, but knowledge of the world though. But come on, bro.
The problem is that a simple man, well, he's not simple. He's complicated. But we're simple. The hopeful elect are simple. We remember what you say. It's simple.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
You're not trying to add no fucking extra ingredients. But like, wait a minute, you said this, and then Apostle Ramla caught him up a couple times.
Oh yeah, he did that.
John 14 and 3. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there ye may be also.
So he left the earth, but he's going to come back to the earth. That's why he said, I will come again.
Come again.
And he said, he's going to take us where he is.
Now it's getting heavy.
There ye may be also. So we'll go back to Revelation
Revelation 15 and 3
2.
and 2. Revelation 15 and 2. And I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and then they had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having harps of Yahweh.
So John, he was standing on the sea of glass, and we broke it down. The sea of glass is the ozone layer. So he was standing on the ozone layer, but there's no way you can stand on the ozone layer, right? So
Shit, right.
he was in a chariot, in a UFO.
Looking down.
Yep, looking down. There's a picture somewhere.
And these UFOs are popping up everywhere. Everybody's asking about it. Today my supervisor said, hey, look at the word Calvine. And it led me to Calvine photograph. And that was a situation in Scotland, Calvine, where the Royal Air Force caught a picture of a chariot, like a live chariot. They caught it, a perfect picture. Nobody could deny what it was.
Was it golden?
Yeah. So it was a diamond shape, and then that was called the Calvine experience. So people are asking about it.
They want answers though.
They can't get it. They can't get it. They can't get no answer. That was a huge shit because all of us, all said, and then, that was a lot, and then that had gotten the victory over the beast. So that's a lot.
Because that must have seen the whole, saw part of the whole thing, you know, the whole destruction though.
And if John saw it too, then he got the victory over the beast.
Yeah, I got a picture. You can kind of see it.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
This is the picture. The sea mingled with glass. You can see the 144 standing above the earth, and they could see the nuclear destruction.
Revelation 15 and 2. And I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of Yahweh.
So this is the 144, the ones who are going to be saved. And they're the ones who didn't worship the beast, which the beast is America, NATO, and the EU. All this makes up the beast. And their image, that's going, into Christianity, into philosophies, into customs, because he's changing the way the Lord's image is. The way the Lord set it up, they're changing it. They're changing the image, changing our style.
That's right. If I can say this, today I read a little article that made me sick. It said that there was polygamy, but it was called something else. It's because the homosexual married couple was allowed to get another spouse. So there's 3 homosexuals living in a house and they're all married and they have kids in there.
Oh yeah, I think I seen that too. Yeah.
From Rawaila Yasharala. That's fucking disgusting, man. What are you teaching those kids? What are you using those kids for? How come I can't have fucking another wife and make my situation a little less grievous? Because it's not supposed to be like that, right? You want it so fucked up that everybody's just fucking going backwards. Everybody's turning away from the truth of the Lord.
Yeah, because you can't even look at a woman. I mean, even if you talk about it, it's like, is it worth? If my woman finds out I'm talking to this woman, is it risk of her fucking leaving me, which she can't, but anyways. And then that's the thoughts that a man has to go through, man. As in, like, I want to be with this woman. She told me she don't got a boyfriend. I could deal with this woman, but if my woman finds out, that's problems and shit, though, man. We can't even think like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Make clues like that, man. We can, though, but at the same time, finds out.
Fucked up first.
Yeah. more problems and shit.
Because Gideon had 70 kids, 70 sons actually. He had 70 sons.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Abimelech killed them all.
Yeah. The only one, the youngest one.
Yeah,
survived.
and the youngest one,
Survived it.
he was the one that was his dad. Gideon told him kill that person, but he was so young and
He was scared. Yeah, he was
Didn't.
Yeah.
But he got saved somehow.
Yeah. But he ended up killing them. Yeah.
So the beast, they're changing. The beast, they're making themselves look like they're the righteous ones, you know.
And it's all about numbers because they want to get all the wicked people on their side. Of course, they're going to be easy to change the laws. Everybody's on their side.
Yeah, the scriptures talk about how this man's gonna change the times and you know what I'm saying, seasons and shit, man.
Just to where it says about the beast and the mark.
Revelation 15 and 2, and I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast and over the image and over his mark and over the number of his name.
And over his mark too. His mark, a definition is karagma, which is a cutting in the flesh.
Raping.
Yep. And the reason they're cutting because they want to put an RFID in you, into your skin. Everybody knows that's the mark of the beast.
There's
You
some
know?
people that actually know, you know?
Yeah.
They just,
Still get it.
yeah.
Some Edomites know, you know.
That's what they said, the children of this world is more surprising than the children of light. Jake didn't even know. Look at that movie, what, Purge though? Which, I forgot which one it was though. It was like, I'm getting 5,000 and you take this, yeah, I think it was the third one.
The third one, but it was like the
Beginning of how it started,
how it started,
yeah. But they went to the Edomites went to the hood and told him, and that girl was like, "You'll give me 5,000 if I do this." But it was just for them